Welcome to Rajesh Technologies. Now we are going to understand another GUI program that is sum of two numbers. So in the project window, I have GUI programs. I explained three programs. One is Hello World program, how to display a Hello World program in a label, and name test, accepting a name and displaying a hi with the name message, and personal details, storing name, email, and address, and displaying those things. The previous programs. Now we are going to understand sum of two numbers program using GUI application. So what we need? We need a window. I need a window like this. I need a window. I have to create a window like this. Under that, the first label is I have to display enter any number. So here I need to ask the end user to enter some number, and we need a text box, that is nothing but entry box. Okay, and I also need another label for enter any number. So another text, another label for representing the another number, and another text box for the another entry. And I need a sum button. So sum button, I need a sum button. I need a sum button for whenever I click on sum, so whatever you enter the data, that will be added and displayed in a message box. Okay, so this is what I want to do. So let us go and create a program on GUI. Okay. Okay. Now, so let me go back to environment and right click on GUI programs is my project name, and add a new Python file and name it sum, and click on enter. Now new program was created in front of you. Now you can write the same old story. That means you need to import tkinter, sorry, import tkinter. You need to import this particular module, followed by import tkinter dot message box. These two things I needed. So now create an object w equals to tkinter is the module name dot tk dot tk. You need to create an object for window. So assign title w dot title. The window title is some app, that means some application. And next, window dot geometry gives the height and width. So under single quotation, I will provide 550 x 550. That means height and width both are 550 and 550. And w dot configure. Using the configure, I will provide the background. The background equals to I will give some light blue, and w dot main loop. So now here, so these all things is okay. I want to set the icon also. So let me see. Previously I don't tell how to set the icon. So right click and run the sum application. Here we have some icon, that is the default tkinter icon. I want to set my own logo here. I can set. How can I set? I need to copy my ICO file. You need to create your own ICO file, .ico file, ICO file, icon file. I already having my icon file in my D directory. So this is rt logo dot ico file I created. This is my logo file. So I will copy this particular file and paste in my project. in my project. First and foremost thing, whatever logo file was there, you need to copy in your project. After that, you can give w dot icon bitmap. Icon bitmap is the predefined function. Under that, you can give your uh, file name. What is that? rt logo dot ico. So this is my file name. Now, if you run, right click and run, you can see the image. That means my icon. It is my icon. It is going to displayed in the app. Okay. So how to set the icon also I explained. Now let me create the app. That means I need two labels. First label for first number lab num1 is my first label for the first number, equals to tkinter dot what is that label. Now create this label must be displayed under w, that means in window, comma, text. You can provide the text. The text equals to enter any number, enter any number, followed by comma. You can give some backgrounds and foregrounds. Directly I am going for font directly. Font equals to tuple. The tuple consisting of font name times new Roman, and give the size of the font, that is 24. I am to choose always. Okay, it means it is going to display a little bit bigger. You can choose smaller one also, smaller font also. So this is the first label. So for clearance, I will minimize the project. This is the label for the first number label, and I want to copy and paste here. And now this is lab num2 for the second label. Once again, enter any number and give the font. And now create two entries. One is for I'm going for text box num1 for first text box equals to tkinter dot entry. I am creating an object for entry class. This will be displayed under window and window, and give the width equals to some default width. You can give 10 and width you can provide, width is 10, and you can also give the font. The font I will provide the same thing, font is same. So this is the first, for first text box, first entry, for first number to be entered, and next one is txt num2 for the second text box, and I need a button at last. So btn submit is my object name, equals to tkinter dot button. So button width w comma and text equals to, you can give text is submit, and text is submit. Same font you can apply, the same font, backgrounds and foregrounds, whatever you want you can give. Okay, you can give other things also. Put a comma here, otherwise it gives an error. After that, font for the button. Okay, and then close the button object. Now you initiated all the two labels, two text boxes and one button. Now use the layout to place in proper areas. And you can also create a function for performing sum of two number operation. Okay, for that, first and foremost thing, I am going to place each and everything. First, I will place the label num dot place in the window. X-axis I will provide 50, comma y-axis I will provide 50. And next label must be displayed after that. That means x becomes 100 and y-axis is same, next label. And tbnum1 dot place, that means first test box, the x-axis will be mm, uh, in the same line of x-axis is 50, the label is there, y-axis is 50, so we will move little bit forward. That means we already know that this is the window. I place it the first label number 1 here, x-axis 50 and y-axis 50 and x-axis 50, and second label y-axis is 50 only, and x-axis I will move little bit here, that is 100. I have to place the text, first text box here. That means y will be 50 only, but x we need to move, x axis we need to move y axis. So sorry, here both labels are come in the same line, so we need to change this to 100, this to 50 only, the same place, 50 only. And text area x50 y50 x100 y50. Let me check first, here also x value is 150 and y is 50 only. I will take y50, and this is x is 50 and y is 150. Let me check how the values will be displayed. Enter any number, and where is the other text box is not displaying. So label 1, x is 50, y is 50, x is 150, and here label 2, this is label 2, sorry, label 2, I need to put the x-axis is 150 and sorry, x-axis is 50 and y-axis is also 50. What happened? Sorry, y-axis is 150. Let me see. Yes, two labels was come, two labels, but this text box is overlapped, so we need to move text box to 350. Now it was moved. Similarly, you need to add another text box here, text box num2 dot place, and x is 350 and y will becomes 150. Let me see. Okay, two numbers you can enter here some number, and we need a button here. So button dot place, btn submit dot place place x equals to we will give x-axis little bit you can go for 150 and y-axis is 250. So let me check where is the button run. Yes, now if you enter two numbers and click on submit button, sum of two numbers must be displayed. So we placed all the controls. Now you can write the code before the command function executes. The command function was there, command of attribute was there in a button. So now I will write some definition here. Define get sum is my function name. Get sum is my function name. I need two variables, a equals to 0 and b equals to 0. And now I can get the value from, so directly I will write a equals to uh, tbnum1 first text box value object name dot get is the function name, then the value will be stored in a, and second value tbnum2 dot get, then what happened, two numbers will be stored. So generally a is a variable of integer, but this is of string. This is the text box, it always returns the string, so we need to convert into integer. We know these all data types we already studied in Python. Similarly here also int of tnum.get. Now c equals to a plus b, operation was done. Now you can display what is a tkinter dot message box. Every time I will use this complete namespace dot show info. The title of the message box is sum, and comma message is sum is, where is the sum, in c. So c is an integer, we can't concat, so we have to convert c is going to s. C is a integer variable, so both strings cannot, both one integer and one string cannot be concatenated, it gives an error. So this integer also going to convert it to string, and we appended like this. Now comma command equals to get sum function. We call this particular function to execute this sum of two numbers. Now let me execute, right click, run the sum function. So in the sum map, this is the sum map. We enter 23, 44 and click on submit button. We will get sum is 67. Like this, you can enter anything, we will get the sum of those two numbers. We got the result, but there is a problem. There is a no error in this particular program, but there was some problem at real time whenever you delivered this application to the client. For example, you run this particular program, so they don't know, they directly write tw2 and 2 like this, 2 plus 2 4 I want to get, but whenever I click on submit button we will directly get an error, invalid literal. So we are getting an error, so in the real time applications got stopped. For this particular purpose we have a topic called exception handling, so we will use it and execute. So I will explain you in the next upcoming videos. Thank you.